Yeah, we are working on the brakes in this van, so if it shakes a little bit, don't worry about it. He's just lowering it. But this right here is where the power system, as I mentioned before in another video, this is used to be a surveillance vehicle, and it was used by the Bureau of Workers' Compensation. So it has these blackout curtains that pop into these little snaps. They're custom fitted. And of course, here's a look at those snaps right here. This little snap right here. There's a little screw runs through there, and that allows you to use the other portion of that snap to snap in curtains over this window. This is limo tint. And of course, up here in the ceiling, those hang so you can kind of maintain stealthiness plus privacy. Simple thing like that. The overhead dome light on this one is it's red in color. I don't know if you can see that red. And then of course they have a white one. Let's see if I can get that to turn on. There's the white one. And there's the red one. Now the red one, that gives you the ability to maintain less light going out the windows, especially at night, adding to the stealth factor. The coat hanger wasn't here. I added that. I drove this van for several years. This is actually my 4th Astro van. I'm on my 5th one now, and I'm passing this one off to someone else. But there it is, inside. Let me lift this up and show you what's inside here. So what we got is a 2,000 watt inverter. Now this is a modified sine wave. There's a series of fuses, and I didn't install this system, so I can't give you the exact details of how everything works. I would only troubleshoot if something goes wrong. These battery boxes right here, they hold all the deep cycle marine batteries. Back there was an auxiliary heating cooling system, and I don't know if you can see that. Let me turn this sideways here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's, well, it's probably not visible. It's part of the ventilation system I talked about. But this right here covers up the big deep cycle marine batteries. You got your positive and negative terminal, obviously. These right here, same thing in this box. This is an auxiliary charger that's going to charge those batteries. Now normally this charges off of the engine while it's running, and I'll pop the hood and show you what that looks like. But when you're just using shore power, that blue box out there, that blue box right there is a place for you to plug a regular extension cord into. So you can actually use this auxiliary charger to charge the batteries in here and deliver charge off of the electrical grid. It gives you the ability to charge the batteries without actually running the vehicle. And I'll show you what that looks like on the outside, okay? And we'll pop the hood so you can check out how that power is fed to the batteries back here without draining the starter battery in the engine. So we talked about the charge port here. This is the one that came on it, and this is just like what you see on a typical RV. That's a male plug, so you can put the female end of a cord in there and auxiliary charge the batteries inside. And of course, it is a 2004 Chevy Astro, so it's not in pristine condition. But for the charging system, you've got this main fuse block right here. Let's see if I can pop that open with one hand. If not, we'll come back to it. I'm not sure. There it is. That's part of it. Get the other side. I'm gonna have to pause it. Okay, so there's the main fuse block, and I wanted to be able to show you this in particular. This is where the connection is made for the power. It comes off the battery, and of course all the power for the car runs through this block. But right here, this is only energized when the system is operating, okay? When the engine is running. So what happens is this is it's a circuit breaker, waterproof, high amp, and this is what delivers charge to the battery. So this cable is going down through the firewall and over along the inside of the van underneath, and then up inside where the batteries are. It does have a circuit breaker mechanism. You can do that, and right there this little paddle swings out, and then you can reset it by pushing that back up in. So if you're not getting charged, you can just reset the circuit breaker on that. But that's how the charge goes from the vehicle's charging system to the batteries in the back without depleting the starting battery here. Okay, so I think this is everything that I wanted to show you in this video. So if you get a chance, go check out my other content. I build smokeless fire pits. That's the name of the channel, Amicus Fire Pits. So there's other content. If you've never heard of a smokeless fire pit, go check it out. It's really cool. It'll change the way that you sit around a campfire.